Welcome to Animal a Day. 10 water buffalo facts, the living tractor of the East. 1. The domestic water buffalo is a huge bovine species related to wild water buffalo. There are two types, the swamp buffalo and the river buffalo. 2. Though they can now be found on just about every continent, they were originally native only to Asia and some small parts of Europe and Africa. Swamp buffaloes were found in southern China, eastern India, and nearby countries. River buffaloes were found in southeast Europe, Egypt, and India. 3. These massive beasts are second in size only to Indian bison for a bovine. They regularly grow over 6 feet or 2 meters in height, almost 10 feet or 3 meters in length, and over 2,000 pounds or 900 kilograms in weight. 4. They have horns equally as massive. Their horns are crescent moon-shaped and point backwards, and usually measure around 5 feet or 1.5 meters in length. Their horns can actually be much longer than this, and they hold the record for having the biggest bovine horns. 5. The reason they were called water buffalo is pretty simple. They spend tons of time in the water. They live in some hot areas and don't have the ability to sweat, so in order to cool off, they like to submerge themselves in mud or water. This also protects them from bugs. 6. Their hooves are big and wide, which prevents them from sinking into the mud. They sometimes use their horns to dig in the mud and throw it on their backs as another way to cool down and shield themselves from bugs. 7. Water buffaloes have been domesticated for at least 5,000 years. Their milk is thicker and more nutritious than regular domestic cattle. It has higher levels of calcium and protein, among other things. It's a common ingredient in some cheeses like Italian mozzarella. 8. They're also used as beasts of burden, meaning they're used to lug cargo and work on farms. They're especially useful for plowing swampy rice fields since they're well adapted for wet, muddy conditions. They've been given the nickname the living tractors of the East. 9. Though domestic water buffaloes have numbers that exceed 150 million, wild water buffaloes aren't doing as hot. It's thought there are only a few thousand left in the wild. Hunters and predators have been causing their numbers to dwindle for decades. And 10. You've probably seen police riding horses, but have you seen them riding buffaloes? Since the 90s, police officers on an island in Brazil have been using them to patrol through water and marshy areas. They've been called buffalo soldiers by locals. Thanks for watching. Now take that subscribe button to the zoo.